Welcome back. New evidence will be introduced in the case against former Health Minister Dr Zweli Mkhize and some of his family members. The minister and his family allegedly benefited from a 150 million rand contract given to Digital Vibes during COVID-19. For more on this, we're joined by the Special Investigating Unit's Kaizer Kganyago. Dr. Kganyago, thank you for your time and for joining us this afternoon. Perhaps can you detail the nature of the new evidence that has recently come to light in the Digital Vibes case?
Good afternoon, Kganyago, and to your viewers. What is basically happening here is that we did the investigation, we gave the report to the president, and therefore at the time Dr. Mkhize indicated that he is challenging the report of the SIU and started a court case at the High Court. But we were continuing from our side with the matter before the tribunal because we wanted to set aside the Digital Vibes contract and recover the monies that we're supposed to recover. And that is why we started that. All went well until the court date was put together to supposed to be the 11th and the 12th of August. But before that, then there was new evidence that came to our way. We did continue the investigation, and we found that when we followed the money, we realized that there are other people and other players that benefited out of this, and therefore all of those people that benefited did not provide any services to Digital Vibes that we can see. Therefore, we then went back to court and we said, this crucial information that we've just uncovered needs to be put in as part of the court proceedings or the tribunal proceedings. And that is why we asked for the third affidavit to be admitted to the tribunal. And then on the other side, the people from the respondents also did an application to stay the proceedings at the tribunal. And both of those matters were heard on the 11th and 12th instead of the main case. And then we were granted the admission of this affidavit because we felt it needed to be part of these proceedings. And that is where we are now.
And how does this new affidavit, this third affidavit, how does it impact the overall trajectory of the investigation and any ongoing legal proceedings?
It affects it in the sense that there is new information that has come up, and we also have got new people that are involved in this matter. Therefore, when we admit that to record, therefore we are able to then cite these people also so that they can come and respond on why they were paid the monies that they were paid and what were they using it for. Therefore, that was very crucial for us. But also, the only thing that is problematic for us is the part that relates to the stay of the proceedings, because if that is accepted, it will be on the basis that we are waiting for the High Court to finalize its matter, and that might take longer and delay the processes that we want to do.
You spoke about following the money. Was this evidence uncovered through your investigations as the SIU was brought to light through an external source?
Yeah, we got information and then we did our own investigation because that's what we do, and we follow the money, where the money went to and what it was intended for and so on. And that is purely the affidavit that we're talking about is from our investigators who did the investigation.
And are you hopeful that there could be any monies recovered from this? I mean, this is 150 million rand that we're speaking about.
No, definitely. And that is the reason why we are before the special tribunal, because the idea is to set aside the whole contract. Now that we've got all the information about where the money has gone to, then we are able to follow each and every person that received the money, and they are not able to explain what the money is for, it's about. Therefore, we will be in a position to do that.
And what message does this case and just the emergence of this new evidence send about your commitment as the SIU with regards to fighting corruption and the abuse of public funds?
Yeah, it is not basically only on this case, but we are basically saying that we will follow through and get to the bottom of what really happened. And one of the things that we are doing is to make sure that we recover the money, because this is something that we do and we've got end-to-end control over. Therefore, if we are able to do that, therefore the rest will be left to the other law enforcement agencies like the NPA and the Hawks to deal with the criminal side of things. But from our side, we are saying to the people of South Africa, like we always say, we will not win this battle unless we work together, all of us. The whole of society approach is very important. We cannot claim victories alone. We want the public of South Africa to say no more to corruption and then be able to work with us to achieve what we want to achieve as a country.
Speaking about winning some battles, you've also put out another media statement, and this is with regards to the integrated financial management system, of course, which is that probe into the multi-billion rand corruption and maladministration case. Just speak to us about those developments. You are now being able to backdate in terms of what you're able to investigate, not 2016, the 1st of July 2016, but as far back as July the 1st of 2013?
No, definitely. You will remember we have been investigating this matter of IFMS, and in terms of the 2020 proclamation, we were given to start looking at it from July 2016 to 2020. But now we then went back, when we were doing investigation, we realized that there are other things that might have happened prior to that time. And then we then went back to the president and asked for an amendment, which was gazetted on Friday, wherein we not only are we looking at Treasury, we are also looking at CETA, we are also looking at DPSA. Therefore, the second thing is we are also looking at all the related contracts. It's not only about IMFS only, it's all the related contracts that were done during that period. Therefore, the scope has widened, and then we are now going to then look into all the aspects of this IFMS process that happened.
All right. Kaizer Kganyago, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this afternoon. That's the spokesperson of the SIU, bringing in the new evidence with regards to the Digital Vibes case, as well as the expansion of the IFMS contract, including CETA as well as DPSA.